actually just flew in like a day and a half ago to film other content, but when I got in here, I oh my gosh, I just forgot, like I love this place so much. It's just such a sick place. And anyways, I get to Utah and I'm driving down the roads and I like wasn't even planning on telling the story or filming anything about this, but also I had this like pseudo identity crisis where all of a sudden I realized like I have lived in Utah longer than I lived in Denver where I grew up, and I was like, I don't know, I was just like, who am I? Who am I? And so I started to look back at my time in Utah. I have had some of the highest of highs and some of the lowest of lows in this place. My entrepreneurial journey, it like wasn't even existing here, started here, it exploded here, and I want to take you guys on a tour. Can I show you guys what it's all about? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna take you on a tour of Utah, and Katie and Ben Richardson introduced me to the beauty of all these things that are scooters. So we're about to scooter around the town. So the reason I came to Utah in the first place is I came for college, and yeah, I was 18 years old, and my first stop here was I lived in the dorms. Okay, so right there in that brown building is where I spent the first year of my university life. Summary of everything going on at that point. Kind of floundering, had no idea what I was doing. Mostly I was playing piano all the time, and yeah, just go Cougars. And we made it. So this is the second place that I lived in Provo. So I lived right there, the top one. In fact, actually those windows over there, that was my bedroom. I was 18 and 19 years old, and okay, I had no idea what I wanted to do. This is like when I'm in the midst of like being a music major, and like I feel this thing inside me that I want to get out, but I have no idea how to do it. So that manifests itself again like a really angsty girl who's like doing free music, also another way creation manifests itself. So I don't know if you know this about me, I'm like kind of awkward, and so there are like all these dance parties that were like intense. I wouldn't have never survived. So me and my friends would throw a dance party for all awkward people. So we'd put them in these huge garages and we'd like undo the LED lights and put them with black lights, and it was just like it was just a dance party for all the misfits. So basically that's what I did here. Okay, so this is where I lived next, and actually if you want to come follow me, I'll show you exactly where. And I was like 20 and 21 when I lived here, and oh my god, I've not been here forever. It's just a great time. I'm telling you, it's awesome. Okay, so this is such a fun place. I used to live in this apartment right here, and my window was actually the second one in right there, which, you know, if you want some good apartment drama, I could just see right into the thing, so it was really fun. But something about this was kind of like the first time that I like felt an inkling that like I had something inside me. And I remember I have looked for this, like I have spent hours looking for this. I created a blog spot, like this is what, 2011. I created a blog spot, and I can't even remember, it was like the Doer blog or something, and like I don't even know what I was writing. I was just like, we gotta do stuff and just like never give up. And anyway, I have looked, if anybody's like a blog spot expert that can like dig up old stuff, like please contact me. But this was like the first time I was just like, I felt something, and I was like, I didn't know what it was. I couldn't articulate it. I was just like, I have to do something. Anyway, so that's where it was. Also, fun fact, you might like this as well. Come follow me. So again, like I just wasn't cool enough to be able to dance in like the actual cool places. Hi guys. Hello. So we had to throw our own dance parties for all the awkward people. So we did the same situation here. We would like switch out all these lights for black lights. And anyway, this is the first time where we got shut down by the cops because we were too loud. Probably the most rebellious thing I ever did in my life, but it was fun. We had like hundreds and hundreds of people like come, and like, we had a friend that was a DJ. We had this big dance party. So apartment, great apartment, dance parties, and a really awkward blog spot. So after I lived here, I took a 1.5 year break from school, and I started a mission for my church in Los Angeles. So I took a little break from Utah, but don't worry, I came back. So this is when I first discovered the internet, like here in this apartment. Like this is where the Kathryn you know was born. Like all of a sudden I was like, I just started buying courses in here and it was crazy. So anyway, I lived right in this apartment and there's actually, there's like a green chair right in the corner that it was like so ghetto, it like came with the apartment. And I just sat in that chair. Like, so I worked in the morning from 7 to 2, and this was during the summer, so I wasn't doing school. And then I'd like start discovering like online courses and stuff. And so I'd get back from work and literally from like 2:30 till 2:30 at night, like all I did was like, actually, should we go knock on the door and see? We have to see this green chair. Like, oh, please let them let us in. Also, please let them still have the chair. So I lived here in like 2014. I want this so bad. Okay. Well, I'm disappointed. Anyway, there was a green chair and I just sat in that green chair for an entire summer. Like all I did was be obsessed with the internet. So I love this place so much. Anyway, I took a brief hiatus, moved to another apartment. Let me take you to the other place next. Okay, so after I lived in that apartment where I like discovered the internet, that you could actually make money online, I moved here to this unit. This is where I moved. And this was actually crazy. So that's my bedroom door, my bedroom window. But this was actually a pretty huge moment in my journey as well, because I've always been like a rule follower. I'd say that's like pretty, I don't know. I don't know. It's a thing that I think sometimes has served me and sometimes it's not. And so like I always just did like really, really good in school. And I had been like exploring on the internet for about like a year and a half. And I just realized that was everything that I wanted to do. Like every dream I had could be fulfilled like through internet marketing. And so I was in that room and I was like working on this like paper that was so, in my opinion, dumb. It was like this like 14-page paper on, anyway, like some topic that I did not care about. And I remember in that moment I said, if I am going to like actually make this thing happen, I cannot allow school to be my biggest priority. And so which was just like, if anyone knows me, that was just like huge for me. So I just like made a decision that anything that I would just cut everything down in half. So like if I usually spent 10 hours on a paper, I would just do 5. And I just cut it. And then like whatever was done at 5, I just turn it in. And that was like so hard for my rule follower self, but I was just like, I have to create the time to learn this stuff because I just felt it in my soul that it was important. And so I did that, and we made our way through college. It was actually like interesting to learn kind of how to like work the system a little bit, but this place was kind of one of the first times when I really drew a line in the sand and was like, I'm gonna do this. So love this place. Also the landlord had the weirdest painting of owls on this that his grandma painted, and he like made us keep it up. Very creepy. Do not recommend. If I go to the hospital after this, worth it. Oh! So this unit 2, I was in that room up there, that big window. This was a pretty pivotal part of my Utah life. Gonna be honest, I went through things in this apartment. If you watch my other vlog, this is where my heart got broken. This was where I dealt with the aftermath of this. And so in a lot of ways it was a really dark time, but there were also some really awesome things that happened. This was like around the time 2017. So this is when, like at the beginning of the year, I became a certified partner for ClickFunnels, and I remember I went to Funnel Hacking Live in 2017 as well. And I remember just looking on that stage and being like, I will speak on that stage. Like I want to speak on that stage. Like how am I gonna get there? And so I realized like in order for me to speak on the stage, like I needed to have something that would really serve people. And so, and I even thought like, I want to be like at the level where I could serve the people on the stage, right? And so I remember as they were speaking, I would like go on my phone and like look up all their stuff in funnels, and they weren't great. And I remember just looking at them and just being like, okay, if I, like, this was another huge stepping stone, and like, in this journey of like developing design hacking and safe design school for me, where I was like, if I can figure out this design thing, like not only could it help like the masses, but this could help the greatest of greats. Like the people that are speaking on stage need design hacking. And anyway, so I like had this moment, and I come back here to this apartment. I remember going through all my notes, and I just remember there's just like, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? When it's just like inside of you, you're like, I have to figure this out. And anyway, so yeah, this apartment was like a lot of feelings in this apartment, but yeah, it was hard and stretching, but pretty pivotal to where I am today. And this beautiful apartment here, this is kind of where the magic happened. This is where the skill sets I have literally been developing for the last 10 years since I've been in Utah, and my mindset finally aligned. And right up there in that apartment up there, in that room, that's where CF Design School was born. I'd been doing marketing consulting, and like I showed you, I launched the book and another one, but this is where things kind of took off. And I love this little place. I loved my life here. So mostly that has been my journey in Utah, and it's actually been like this weird nostalgic thing going back to all the places that I lived. I think I'm just grateful, like to see, you know, baby Kathryn throwing dance parties in her parking garage to where I am now. I'm just so grateful, and like to everybody that watches and to everybody that's become a part of CF Design School. Like, I don't know, I look at this and see like the progression of where I've come and where my students have come. And anyway, I just think you can do anything if you just don't give up. I say this all the time, like my students know, it's like the people that win the game are the people that stay in the game. Yeah, the people that stay in the game, and I could not believe that more. So anyway, fun fact, we're just getting started. There are epic announcements that will happen before the end of the year. Y'all are gonna lose your minds over. So thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for believing in this concept. Thank you for being a part of this movement. And yeah, can't wait to tell you what's coming next.